You know what? Juice fast or juice cleanse is an amazing way to kind of just cleanse your body, just detox it and let your digestive system just rest. And that's exactly what I plan to do, because if anyone who knows me, I can sleep just at the drop of a hat. As soon as my head hits that pillow, I'm out cold. But recently I've noticed I'm tossing and turning, I'm struggling to sleep, and I can't figure out why. The only thing I can think about is because I've been training hard, I've been upping my calories, I'm just trying to eat as much as possible, but struggling to sleep, and I'm drooling a lot actually at night. And immediately I'm thinking, I've got parasites, and I've tried ignoring it night after night. I'm drooling and drooling, struggling to sleep, and I'm like, but before I could just sleep so easy. I thought now it's time for a cleanse. I've never done one before, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a juice cleanse. And usually I'm hardcore, and I would have been like, yeah, 52 week, no problem, 3 years I'll do one. And I was like, baby steps, money, baby steps. So I'm going to go for a 3-day cleanse, but not only just the juice, I'm actually going to do all my herbs, which you can see up here. So it's going to be a mixture of the juices and the herbs. And if I really get hungry, because I really enjoy eating, I enjoy food, I'm going to struggle. Like, I'm always hungry. I'm just, even if eating a full meal, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, I'm like, I'm starving again. So I feel like I'm going to struggle, but you know, follow me on this journey, because I'm hoping I can get some better night's sleep. I want to stop that drooling, and I want to flush out them parasites. And if I'm really, really hungry, I'm just going to be cheeky, and I'm going to snack on some medjool dates or some raw veggies, but there's going to be no solid food for 3 days. And how this is going to work is we're going to split out the days. So I'm going to have a juice at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and in between I'm going to have different herbal teas. And you can see what different herbal teas I'm going to have along the way, but I'm going to have a variety of different juices I'm going to mix together, because here I've got a big variety of different foods. And guess what, there's quite a lot of fruit and veg there. It cost me 13 quid. 13 quid. Spend more of that on a Deliveroo. I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it. Lego. So it's day 1 of the juice and herb cleanse, but how I actually start every morning is I have a shot of ginger and lime. So something I prepped earlier. So bottoms up. The reason why I have ginger and lime in, whoa, that hit me a little bit, that one. The reason why I have ginger and lime is because lime is a good source of vitamin C, a little bit more than lemons actually. Plus it's January, so everyone's immune system's a little bit weaker, so we need that boost of vitamin C. But also is, even though it's sour in taste, it actually alkalines with the body when it metabolizes. So acidic in taste, alkalines in the body. But it also gets the bile ducts moving, so it helps flush out them unwanted toxins from the body. Well, ginger has a wealth of benefits. It's anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antimicrobial. I'm still feeling that fire of that ginger. So what we want to do next is, well, what are we actually going to juice? You can see a lot of colour, but what do I actually have? Let's have a look, shall we? There's many reasons why you want to do a juice fast. Namely, it can give your digestive system a break. You can reset the body to promote healthy eating habits again. It helps you detox and rehydrate your body. It boosts them energy levels. It can regulate your blood sugar. It can even prevent heart disease. And primarily in most people's cases, including mine, is it reduces chronic inflammation. So what do we actually have here? So we've got red apples, we've got green apples, we've got fresh spinach over here, a little baby pineapple. It's the only one I can find, one is bigger. We've got mint, coriander, celery, who loves a bit of celery juice, some giant ass oranges, satsumas. Well, we've got carrots, limes of course, big piece of ginger, and my all-time favourite, and everyone who knows me, turmeric. all the fruit and veg have been chopped up for 3 days. Even though it was time consuming, I actually found it really therapeutic and it was enjoyable. And plus it looks really nice and presentable-ish. But I'm not bothered about presentation, I'm bothered about the gains. All the health, the detoxing, the cleanse. You can't see me, but I'm rubbing my body. You can see a bit of my hand now. And the first drink that I actually created was... what was in this? It was pineapple, mint, green apple, and ginger. Oh, that's well nice. Whoa, that's bomb. Oh, I'm impressed already. This might be an easy 3 days. Well, I hope it is at least. Oh, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. There's 2 parts to this cleanse that I'm doing. Obviously, I mentioned I'm doing the juicing, which you've seen so far. But the other part is having my herbal teas. And today, for my first tea, I've gone for sarsaparilla. Oh, the coaster stuck to it. Anyways. Well, it's the purest form of iron in any plant in the world. And 2 billion people actually suffer from iron deficiency anemia. So if you're one of those people, get yourself some sarsaparilla. But not only that, it actually balances hormone levels. So if you want that boost of testosterone, or if you want that boost of estrogen, then again. Another great fact is it detoxifies the liver, so it keeps it nice and healthy and helps you flush out all them nasty toxins in the body, which is what I'm planning to do for the next 3 days. Because the reason why I'm doing this is I feel like I've got parasites, I'm drooling in my sleep, I'm struggling to sleep to begin with, so I need to get rid of the little bastards out of my system. Get some sarsaparilla, eh. But if you're enjoying this video so far and you're finding it actually extremely useful, I hope you are, then give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. But also help me get to 250 subscribers, so subscribe. And if you haven't got an account, create one, subscribe, and show some love to all my friends of eggs. It's the second day of this juice fast. And what I can tell you about yesterday is 2 key things that actually happened. Was the reason why I'm doing this fast is because I believe I've got parasites, and the key sign for me was I'm struggling to sleep, especially when I can sleep without any issues, and that I've been drooling in my sleep as well. So last night was the first night in a while that I've not drooled, so my pillow wasn't soaking wet for once, and I'm not swimming in my own drool, which is a good sign. But the second thing is I woke up with a massive dirty whitehead right here. Can't see it now because it's gone. Basically I popped it because I didn't want it to be on camera because it's a bit nasty. But yeah, I had this massive whitehead, which is actually a good sign because it tells me my body's actually expelling waste. So I've done this juice cleanse from day 1, just the first day. You know, you expel waste from urine and excrement, but also your skin, which is your largest organ, expels waste. So the fact that I had that big whitehead here was actually a good sign. I didn't like seeing it obviously, but after 1 day I'm actually really impressed. Now it's day 2. Today has actually been it hasn't gone to plan at all. The plan was to have a juice at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. It's now nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm having my first juice now. It's just been a hectic day, it's one of them days. So this morning I managed to squeeze in a herbal tea, so I had St. John's wort. And the reason why I went for St. John's wort, it's anti-inflammatory, which is massive for my Crohn's disease. It helps with PMS because I'm a bit bloated, it's the time of the month. It's antiviral and it's anti-cancer as well. I'm not worried about getting cancer, to be honest, but it's nice to have that protection. So St. John's wort is always a good go-to for me. And if you see what the plant looks like, it's only a tiny little flower. So it's amazing how powerful this plant actually is. And if you're wondering where I actually get my herbs from, check out Kaga Herbs, and I'll leave a link below in the description. And just drop them a message, DM them, and they'll sort it out. Just tell them what your ailments are, and they'll sort out the rest and give you some recommendations. So now it's day 2. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm having my first juice of the day, which is celery, ginger, green apple, and spinach. And just to recap from yesterday, actually, I'm skipping ahead. I had 3 different juices. I had a variety of carrots. I can't remember from the top of my head what went into each, but I had carrots, I had ginger, I had turmeric, I've had spinach, I've had lime, I've had green apple, I've had red apple, I've had celery. So it's a good variety of fruit and veg in there, which all have they're highly nutritious and highly dense in vitamins and minerals. So today, let's go for the first drink of the day. In here is 50% celery. We've got probably about 20% of fresh limes, about 10% spinach, and then just a thumb of ginger. It looks nice and appetizing. It's bright green, but I can see, I don't know if you can see, it's a separation there. So clearly they don't blend too well. But I'm not bothered about that. I'm all about the gains. All about the gains. Well, the cleanse really, but as long as I look sexy too. This isn't as nice as that mint one I had. Oh yeah, that was another thing I've been putting in the mint. It wasn't as nice as the mint one that I had the first day as the first drink. That was gorgeous. This is... Again, I'm not drinking it for taste, and I don't eat well purely based on the taste. I sit there and I look at the content, I'm like, well, I know I'm getting these minerals, I'm getting magnesium, I'm getting copper, I'm getting zinc, getting manganese. That's all I'm bothered about. And to get rid of them pesky parasites, because parasites is a topic that people don't really discuss or understand, and it's common. Parasites is super common. Parasites are super common, as I was saying, but the camera died and I was on a roll, so it kind of ruined that train. But what I was saying was, if you want me to discuss more about parasites and what causes parasites and the effects it has on your body, then leave a comment down below and it would be the next video if you want it to be. I certainly do. But in that time while my battery died, I actually made my next herbal tea, and I've gone for ashwagandha root. And ashwagandha root is primarily found in India. So yeah, that's all you need to know really. But the thing is about ashwagandha, the reason why I primarily take it is I'm in the gym, I'm training hard, I'm training heavy. I need that testosterone boost, I need them juices flowing. And ashwagandha gives you a massive surge of testosterone. I'm walking around like, yeah, come on. You see me in my videos, I'm hyped, I'm super hyped. That's because of these herbs I'm having, my diet. You know, people can say whatever you want and think what I'm doing. It's all in the testosterone. You know, having big grapefruits like me gives you that boost of confidence, power, focus. Get yourself some ashwagandha. Anyways, let's pour some. I hope this lid doesn't fall off. We've seen my pouring skills and it's not the best at times. But let's just be careful. Careful! There we go. Bottoms up. Well, I'm not going to neck this, it's hot. Just like me. Ashwagandha, right? I enjoy the benefits, not so much the taste. It tastes like chalk. Normally I have the powder. It's only recently I've actually tried the root, and the root tastes exactly like the powder. With this, I'd maybe recommend adding a bit of honey just to give it a bit of flavour, and raw honey has its own health benefits as well. Ashwagandha for that testosterone booster. Day trizzy of my 3-day cleanse. And I didn't go for a longer cleanse. I didn't do 7 week or 7 day or 21 days, for example, because baby steps, guys, baby steps. But just to recap what happened yesterday. So I woke up this morning, I've got 2 new spots, some whiteheads. So one right there, and there's one here as well. Again, like I said, from the previous day, it's a good sign. I'm expelling waste. I'd rather just wee it out, to be honest. But talking about wee, my wee is crystal clear, like it is clear as day. I'm looking at it thinking, I wonder if I could put it in my water distiller and distill my own wee and then drink it? Who wants me to drink my own wee? If we get to 50 likes on this video, then I won't be doing it. I don't do that thing, man. Forget that. I'm sure there will be someone out there who'll do it, but... So it's a good thing I'm expelling clear urine, so it's flushing out the toxins as I expected. I'm hoping these parasites are coming out at the same time. In terms of sleep, I knocked out straight away. There's no drool. There's one key thing to mention is I woke up at 5 AM this morning, and if I do wake up in the night, which is not common, I can just fall asleep just like that. And I woke up and I was just wide awake, like I wasn't ready to go back to sleep. And I thought I might as well start my day. And that's exactly what I did. And I know from other people's experiences, they have these juice fasts, but they're a lot longer than what I'm doing, longer than 3 days. And they experience so much energy that they can sleep for less time, but still have the same energy or even more. And that's what I'm experiencing. After day 2, I have more energy, and I woke up at 5 o'clock and I'm ready to go, and I've started the day early, a lot earlier than I normally do. Because I normally start the day about 7, 7:30, and I'm really impressed by these results. Why are they so quick? Like 3 days, I don't know how much I expected to really happen, but a lot is clearly happening in these 3 days. So in the last 3 days, I've had a variety of different juices. I've had a variety of different teas, and there's reasons behind the teas. And in the description below, I'm going to leave every ingredient that I've used and the name of the juices, because they've all got these nice little names, like the lean green machine and the golden this and that, and they sound really cute. But to be fair, the benefits speak for themselves, so you can call these drinks whatever you want. But I'll leave it in the description below, so if you do want to try a 3-day cleanse to start off with yourself, then you know where to begin, and even know the cute little names for these. But in terms of the teas, again, I mentioned earlier about Kaga herbs, you can get it from there. And but this morning I thought there's no game plan with these herbal teas because I have them anyway as part of my daily life. I kind of just pick at random. I look at them here, oh, what do I fancy today? I fancy a bit of dandelion leaf, or I fancy a bit of burdock root. And this morning I thought, I fancy a bit of marshmallow root and fennel. And with fennel's used it's used in Indian tea, it's used in a lot of cooking. But the reason fennel's so great is it reduces bloating massively, and it removes excess gas in the gut. So if you're feeling flatulent and you need to let one rip, then fennel's your go-to. I didn't feel like that. Or did I? I like fennel. It's more of a prevent. I don't want to get bloated at all. I definitely don't want to be gassy. So it's more of a preventative measure, and it's just nice and calm. It has a nice calming effect. Marshmallow root, I personally link it to hangovers. It's not documented anywhere about marshmallow root and drinking, but because of the benefits of marshmallow root, and I haven't been drinking by the way, but the benefits of marshmallow root is it tones and it strengthens the gut lining. So for example, alcohol destroys your gut. It destroys the walls of your gut. It's just simple. It can cause little holes, which can lead to a leaky gut or leaky gut syndrome. And with marshmallow root, it repairs them holes, and it seals them back up, and it tones and heals the gut. It's now 11 o'clock on day 3. I'm just slouching so I can get to this camera shot. So let's make the next one. I misjudged the ingredients slightly, so I might be just cutting it a little bit thin now for the rest of the day. But the next one I'm going to have is spinach, green and red apples, and a bit of turmeric. So let's go, because I am starving. I cannot wait to eat tomorrow. So hungry. I just want to eat. Why do I do these things? Oh yeah, I wanted to get rid of these parasites. Doing a good job. I just want to eat. So let's make this juice. Let's go. We are ready. I hope it tastes nice. So we've got mainly spinach, green apple, a little bit of red apple, a little bit of lime, quite a lot of turmeric in fact, and just a little bit of ginger. This one actually smells nice. Hope it smells. I hope it tastes as nice as it. I hope it tastes as nice as it smells. Got that in the end. Oh, that was well nice. Oh, this is my second favourite one. After day one, drink one. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Oh, a few more hours and I can eat. Oh, can't wait. Oh, can't wait. On the plus side, if you're thinking about trying a juice fast, I've had some great results in, what, 2 days? My body must react really quickly to a lot of this stuff. You know, everyone's a bit different, but I expected these kind of results within, you know, like I said, 7 to 21 days, not like 2. And maybe my body was like dying for a juice fast, like, just please, give me a juice cleanse. Well, I listened. You gave me Parasites, right? You forced my hand to do the juice cleanse. So there we go. Bottoms up. And at least it's not the tea where it's hot. Ooh, it's got a bit of undertones of ginger. Oh, it's like a fine wine. I'm getting hints of turmeric. Definitely spinach in there. Oh yeah. I'll be back with my next herbal tea. We're still on day 3 and I've got time to just sit down and relax. And for the next herbal tea, I fancy something sweet. And I thought, what do I fancy? And I'm looking at all my herbs and I thought, you know what? I fancy some licorice. And when I say licorice, I'm talking about licorice root and not the sweet. Even though the sweet is actually derived from the root. And I've got it in my cast iron pot this time, not the glass one. Just thought I'd mix it up a bit. Mainly because the other one's in the wash. But the reason I went for licorice root was it boosts immunity. Again, it's January, it's cold. You need to keep that immune system strong and solid. There's a coronavirus going around attacking everyone's immune systems. You need to keep that immune system strong and solid. But not only that, it helps with heartburn. So if you suffer with severe heartburn, it has a cooling and calming effects. And my PMS is calmed down now, so I don't need to worry about that. But it actually helps PMS in a big way in terms of the pain symptoms that come along with PMS, and it helps with menopause too. And I mentioned leaky gut with marshmallow root. Again, licorice root has them same benefits. It heals a leaky gut. And lastly, pain relief. You know, depends what pain you've got, but my pain I actually have now is my body's just tight. It still hasn't really loosened up from training last week before the gym's closed. I just need to loosen up my buttons, baby. So some great benefits to licorice root, and plus I'm going to get that little sweet kick as well, which I was looking for in my tea. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's a dark consistency. It reminds me of when you've not drunk enough water and your wee's like super dark. Is that exact same shade of like dark yellow touching greeny colour, but it tastes sweet. I love these herbal teas. Everyone needs to get on this hype. Throw away your paracetamols, your pain medication, or just try and come off them. Slide in them herbs. I've been drinking these for 4 years, every day, and I take no medication because these herbs are my medication. Without these herbs, actually, I'd be worried what would happen. And plus, I enjoy this calming and just chill out. I'm here to enjoy myself, do you know what I mean? Just have a cheeky cup of, instead of making that tea and coffee, make a herbal tea. It's simple. Get yourself a teapot, get some herbs, and as Mother Nature intended, because that's why it's there. You don't need to buy half of these. If you know where they are, or you plant them in your garden, you can just dig them out. It's coming to the end of day 3, and I managed to get through this juice fast, and I am starving. Like, I cannot wait to eat tomorrow morning. But tomorrow morning, I'll give an update of how my sleep went. Do I feel like the parasites are fully gone? If I've got any more spots on my face. How my sleep went. Did I wake up at 5 o'clock again? My recommendations on if I think you should have the juice fast. So far, It's looking good. You need some good discipline if you're not used to it. Like, I've got some strong discipline when it comes to food and herbs and all the rest of it, but when it comes to eating and not eating, the juice cleanse has come to an end. So you know what that means? Solid food I can eat. That juice cleanse was super worth it. The reason why I did it was I started to struggle to sleep when I normally have no issue sleeping. Once my head hits that pillow, I'm out like a light. But I was drooling a lot in my sleep. My pillow was full of saliva, and to me there were clear signs I've got parasites in my gut, and it was time for just a quick cleanse. And 3 days was just the right amount of time for me because I saw such great results. I expected to see the results that I've got within a 7, 10, maybe 14 day juice cleanse, but within 3 I was really impressed. So the plan was to get better sleep and stop drooling, as simple as that. And that's exactly what I achieved, especially last night. I went to sleep about 11 o'clock, woke up at 7:30 when my alarm went off, and I just slept all the way through, nice deep sleep, no broken sleep, I didn't wake up early, my pillow wasn't soaking wet, and I was like, that's all I needed to do, just drink the juices for 3 days. That's like super, in theory that's super simple. Why doesn't everyone do this? In reality, it takes some good discipline, especially if you enjoy food as much as I do. I'd fully recommend doing this if you feel like your energy levels are low, because my energy levels went through the roof. If you feel like you've got parasites yourself, if you're drooling at night, if you've got poor sleep, well, poor sleep's quite an open-ended thing. That could be a variety of issues. It could be trauma, it could be stress. So I'm not going to say juice fast is going to cure your sleep problems, but it may help depending on what's going on. But for me, I saw great results, and even today actually I didn't wake up with any spots. I've been getting spots for the last few days. No spots, my face is a lot clearer. Energy levels just keep going up and up each day. And I'm not really one into these fasts. Like, I've not done a juice cleanse before, I've not done intermittent fasting before. These are all things I do want to try, but I just never got around to it because I didn't feel like I was at that point where I needed to. But doing this juice cleanse, it's really opened my eyes to kind of try more different kind of fasts, so to speak. But anyone who's out there who wants to try a juice cleanse and think 3 days is sufficient because it's a nice starting point, I'd fully recommend it. You know, again, to boost them energy levels, to kind of clear out your gut and start fresh. But once you start fresh, you need to make sure that the first thing you eat is something nutritious. The first thing you eat is something nutritious. The first thing you eat is something nutritious. So now I get to eat. But what have I chosen? Well, I've gone for 2 medjool dates and a banana. And the reason why I went for them is, one, I use them as a pre-workout for every gym session because medjool dates are a great source of quick energy. They're very high in natural sugars like fructose and sucrose, which normally get a bad name when they're processed, but when they come naturally occurring in fruit, then it's a completely different ball game. So I'm going to go for 2 medjool dates. I've got one right here. Wow. Oh, solid food. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. Another reason I went for medjool dates is they're very rich in phytochemicals. Bear with me, I'm still enjoying it. And banana, similar reason, quick energy, high natural sugar content to keep me going. If you found this video useful and if you want to try this cleanse, I left all the details in the description below of the herbs I've taken and the juices that I've made on this journey. And as always, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and leave a comment with your thoughts